Hi everybody, welcome back for another video, and you might be looking at this thinking, what have you done to your desk? Well, this year is supposed to be the year of no spend and the year of using the things that I have. So what this video is a representation to show you the things that I bought during the month of January. Because I'm wanting to be upfront and honest with myself and with you, my viewers. So you can see I have a lot of stuff here. One thing you'll see if you've seen my last video is I am back in my lovely Chic Sparrow. This is the very first chocolate creme dark chocolate creme that I got from Chic Sparrow back in 2015, oh, so many years ago. And I'm back in it, and I'm actually loving it. So the reason we have this is I have a insert in here in the back, which I think is hilarious that the scrapbook paper I printed says on credit, which is actually one thing we're not doing. We've got all but 2 credit cards paid off. We've paid off 6 credit cards last year, and we have 2 that will be paid off this year by the end of April, I'm assuming, is what we can do, and then we are never going back to our credit cards ever again. So that's been a trip. Let's take a look at this insert. This is just a Peaky Dory Design dot grid insert, and you can see I've got my lovely little tab here that I got from Monique from a recent order. She included something new with, you know how I bought that blue Traveler's Notebook that I did an unboxing of about a few weeks ago? Well, it's the B6 slim size, and I stopped using that size. I've gone back to the personal size. So as predicted, the husband was like, oh, well, you don't need that. I'm taking it. And he's using it and he's loving it, and I'm very thankful for that. So, but I kept the tab. I've been started using this insert to keep track of the days I spend and the days I don't spend. And as we can see right here, this was my January. You can see that there are, if you look at my key down here, the check means I spent, the filled in box means I didn't spend. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh goodness, 11 days out of 31 days that I spent. So at least there were 20 days I didn't spend anything that I needed. But also something I was doing was I kept a running list on little post-it notes of things that I didn't buy that I wanted to get. And yeah, so let's take a look at this. One thing that I did spend in the month of January was Patreon. I did $27 for Patreon. One was for Allie Brown because it was her last month on Patreon, and one was for Burgess Taylor. I will link Burgess Taylor down below. Since we're in the process of trying to pay off credit cards, and with taxes this year, you know, being married and doing combined taxes, and me being a freelance musician and independent contractor, taxes are going to be crazy. So one thing we did cut out of my budget is Patreon. I'm sad to see that go, but it's just because we're so worried about what was going to happen this year tax-wise. So let me set this aside so I can look at it, and so then we can look at all of this stuff that I have here on the table. There's lots of stuff here. I'm going to grab my music stand so I can set this on so I can still look at it. So the first thing I mentioned was Patreon. I had spent $27 in Patreon. So I'm actually going to take this post-it note and we're just going to write that down. $27. Just so I can see how much I've spent. Then the next thing that I did was Foxy Fix at the beginning of the year had a mystery sale. And so I, at the beginning of the year, was in the A6 size. I started the year using my A6 Claire by Chic Sparrow, and it is a gorgeous notebook, but the size just didn't really, I don't know, it didn't fit me very well, and it is a very thick notebook, and so all it did is make me want to chunk it up, and so I said goodbye to that. I'm going to still hold on to it because I love it, but I was thinking that I was buying a number 3 Foxy, but I ended up clicking on number 4, and so I got this beautiful notebook here. It is a Lush Black Beauty. So that is one thing that I bought. $35.15, which actually, in all reality, that is a great price for that notebook. There's nothing wrong with it. I couldn't choose the leather. I couldn't choose the width. It's a standard. And I couldn't choose the embossing. But, you know, this thing costs almost $100 brand new. So, and it was brand new, and I paid a fraction of the cost. So we had that. Then, because I switched into that, I ended up buying this Foxy Fix number 0. And the reason I did that is I had, from a bunch of previous purchases, I had points. But this still wasn't very cheap because it's the Spice, the Deluxe, with all of the pockets and all of that. That was, and I'm horrified to see it, not because it's not great, but because of it's how much I've spent. $64.73. Ooh. Okay. Now, the next thing after that is I needed to go to Office Depot. I needed to get some Post-it notes for that video that I did on the Post-it notes because I was running out. So this year's no spend is if it's something I run out of that I need, then I am going to purchase it. But if it's something that I don't need, I'm, not going to purchase it. But they had these beautiful pens. These are the Tool brand. They're the limited edition. The colors look gorgeous. Here's one. Here's one. The husband took the other 2 from the set. But these pens are normally like $14.99. Sometimes you can get them for $7.99. They had them on clearance for like $6 and change. So I bought 2 packs of these because you can replace them with Uniball Signo ink if you don't like the ballpoint. But these are the ballpoint. And I think that's why they are on clearance, is because they're ballpoint. Who buys ballpoint? And then these are the Post-it brand Post-it notes that are made from recycled paper. And I just liked the colors, so those were what I went with. So my trip to, we'll use this one since it was with my notebook, to so the Post-its and the both sets of pens were 13, 14, 15, 16. Was $19, and let's see, I don't see the change on the 71 cents. So, okay, $19.71 for that. So, the next thing I did was I bought some Foxy Fix dashboards, which I have in here, and I bought a couple of the Foxy Fix leather samples. I bought a Black Lush, I bought a Spice Pepper, and 2 of the Licorice Wonderlust. Because I had done that YouTube video of making a pen loop. And since I was using the Black Lush, I wanted something that would look good with it. So I thought, well, the Wonderlust is a nice thick leather. I want to order the Spice Pepper to see what that's like, or the Lush Black, the Black Lush. So the husband has already taken the pen loop I made, but what I did with the Black Lush in a little bit differently than in my other one is I decided to cut this off and then cut it in half, and then have that be the pen loop. So the leather samples that I bought and the dashboards which they then also included this in because I had ordered a secretarial dashboard and a regular dashboard, and they didn't send the right number, and so they included this pen holder with it as well. But that came to $22.31. Okay, so there's that, keeping myself honest. Then, since I was going to be making those pen loops, I needed some bulldog or binder clips. So I went to Chez Target and I got these 16 count, and I really like them. They're really interesting colors and designs, and these were actually all of, I think, $3. Yeah, they were $3. Okay, so I got those clips. Then I kind of did a little bit of a splurge. So what I did, one thing I bought was this. It's the Lahit Lab pencil case, but this is twice as large because it has this one big pocket, which they're normally like, and then it has this back here. So I've got my washi, my Post-its, some of my favorite pens, and then I have a place for all of my mild liners. Well, also with that order, since one thing we decided to do this year was cancel our Amazon Prime, because all it does is makes it way too easy for us to spend money on Amazon, because, well, it'll be here in, 2 to 4 days, depending on when you order, and it'll be free shipping. Well, it was $120 that, it just made it way too easy. So we cut our Amazon Prime, and this was one of the last orders that I placed. And since I was ordering the pen case, I decided, well, you have all of the others, order the last 2 sets of mild liners. So the pen case and the 2 sets of mild liners came to $32.24. So we did that. Okay. Then something I ordered is I saw these, and again, it's because of, Instagram and all of that. The husband and I love Kermit the Frog sipping on tea. I had made some little, die cuts that I laminated out of this, and I saw the paper clips and I liked the paper clips, so I decided to buy one for him and one for me. And I normally don't use these, but they were $4 a piece, so $8 for the 2 clips. Got that. Then Foxy Fix had a mystery sale, and I had done really well in the last couple of mystery sales, so I decided to do that, and my mystery sale ended up coming to $27.25, and I got this real pretty, I still have it in the plastic so you can see I haven't used it. I did an unboxing of it. It's this beautiful peachy pinky blush color. I cannot remember the name of the color, but it was really pretty, and it's in the number 4 size, the personal size, and you were just getting a single elastic, so you're never sure what type you are going to get. So this is what came, and I think I might give it to my sister for her birthday or something. We'll see. And since I have these beautiful clips, see, I can put a nice one of those pretty pieces of black leather and make her a nice pen loop. So I've got a birthday present in the making. So there was that. Then I ordered something that I don't have yet. Since I've gone back to the personal size, I was using for half of the month this Foxy Fix Rowena single number 4 that I ordered. And I was using this, but that, blue one that I got from Lady Fucking Traveler arrived, and last month, and I really liked that, and I saw that she was going to be switching to the new colors. So she's going to be removing that autumn sky blue. So since the husband's using the B6 one, I decided to order Lady Falcon Traveler in that leather in the personal size. And so that was, including shipping, that was 75 euros actually, because it's a gorgeous handmade notebook. So there's that. Then the last thing that I did purchase through the month of January was I purchased the DIY fish inserts, and I got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2016. These ones that I did a video on with the month, the chart, the grid, your weeklies, and then your dailies. So I purchased the whole year of those, and that came to, I don't have it here. I did buy the 3-month trial, which was $14, but then I ended up buying the whole year's worth. So she refunded that. I think it was like $33 and some change. So we'll say $34. So those were the things that I did purchase this last year. Now, let me see. We're going to total these things up, because there it says the 3-month trial, but I did actually buy, I decided to buy later that day the remainder of them. So it was actually the whole year. So we'll change it to 34. Okay, so we're going to total up all of this, which I thought I had done probably in my January insert, but let's total all of this up. So all of this here comes to $373.39. So that is how much I was able to spend in only 11 days of a 31-day month. I'm being open, upfront, and honest. That's, that right there would pay off one of the credit cards and, a little bit of another credit card. So that's a very good thing for me to see right here. But one thing I do have to say that I'm very honest and upfront about and very thankful for is everything that I purchased here, I actually paid cash for. So it's not like I actually put it on a credit card. So it's just not letting my money work wisely for me. But, so there we go. So that's what we did. That was the damage we did. But let's take a look at something else. Let me take this tab off. And let's look at this month. Let's look at the month of February, okay? So it's almost the end of the 13th, and I'm not going anywhere other than maybe the Trader Joe's to get some groceries, and we need groceries to live. So if we look at this month, February, the only thing that I have bought so far is I have this need, I don't know why, it's probably my OCD mind, is I want my inserts to match. So since I've been using the DIY Fish inserts, these monthly ones, I went and purchased the DIY Fish month on 2 pages. And one thing that is wonderful when you buy this, you get 3 whole years. You get 2019, 2020, and 2021. So I have 3 years of DIY Fish calendars. I do not need to buy another monthly insert like this for the next 3 years. Now, I will want to get her these, or maybe another trial, next year, after this year is done, after I spend a year in these, but that's something that I won't need to buy again. And that was it was under $25, but we'll put 25. And I bought that on the 10th because I was using one of my inserts and I went, no, I like how they all look like this, and so I wanted them all to look the same. So that's my silly OCD mind. So So let's take a look at one thing, is like the things that I didn't buy. So yes, I did spend, and you know, I acknowledge that, but let's take a look at some of the things I didn't buy. We were talking about things that I didn't buy. I didn't buy any digital downloads or die cuts. I didn't buy any art supplies. I went to Michael's probably 5 or 6 times since the beginning of the year, and I bought nothing. That is amazing. I wanted to do the Chic Sparrow, what's it called? Second chance sale, but they didn't have what I was wanting, so I didn't buy anything, so that's a plus. I wanted to get that blue notebook in the A6 size, and I'm so thankful that I didn't, because I've always come back to personal and passport size. So I didn't buy that. There was an Audible book that I wanted to get, but I was like, wait a minute, I don't have Audible anymore. Let me do the free 1-month trial, get the one book that I want, and then cancel it. So I just canceled the other day, so I won't get charged. There was a Mystic Little Gifts that I saw that I think Amy Graham ended up buying. It was a cute little pocket ring in red, which I don't know why. She ended up getting it, so I'm so happy she got it because I didn't have to buy it. Also, oh, the Chic Sparrow sale is there. I also wanted to buy the Chic Sparrow Claire in the personal size, but after being back in mine, I really miss. I wish they would do this as an option, the secretarial pocket on the front and the back. So I was going to get a personal size of the Claire, but then I realized, wait, theirs are a little bit taller now, and they have the different pockets, so I didn't do that. Books from Barnes & Noble. There were many books that I saw that I wanted to buy that I didn't. I wanted to buy some Jet pens. They're some of the like the micro pens for when I was using my tiny micro, but since I'm not using that anymore, I don't need those pens, so there's no need to buy that. There were a couple of Foxy Fixes that I looked at. I looked at the Spice Pepper in the number 4 size, which I had before, so and it was a beautiful notebook, but no, I don't need it. And then I thought of, well, what if I was to get one of the Foxy Fix Perfect covers in the A5 size and the Spice? Well, they had discontinued a couple of the Spice leathers, so they didn't have what I wanted, so thankfully I didn't have to spend that money. And then I think because I'm back in the personal size, I was like, oh, I've always wanted to get a personal Malden in the brown and in the green. I didn't. Then I also thought, well, if I get the brown one, what if I get the pocket one? So I didn't do that. I wanted to get the micro and the personal Foxy Fix in the latte, the new color that came out, but I didn't. So so I think it's been good for me to write down what I have been wanting that I didn't get. And something that I have been doing is I've been really writing them down and then actually waiting 2 days, waiting 4 days, waiting a week to see if it's something that I still want. If it's something that I am wanting that is, you know, an impulse buy, a week later, you guys know me, I might be in a different size. So, yeah, so that has been the best thing for me to do, is to write it down and to really see, you know, because like there's like A6, A5, all that stuff right here. The only thing I'm using an A5 right now is for my Russian study. And right now I've been using this Taroko Shop for my Ruski Yazik. I've been using this Taroko Shop Breeze to write down my lessons and to track, you know, oh, I gotta update this for sure. But for tracking how many minutes I study my Russian each day, and also keeping track of the lessons that I'm doing. And again, this I'm almost done with. And so I need to find something else to go into because, again, see, it's the year of use. I don't want to buy another Breeze. So I remember bought this Enigma notebook in December, and I've been using this Midori to keep track of my lessons as well and to have it be a more formal place. So what I was thinking of doing is, since I have this and it's much thicker than this, but since it's a smaller notebook, it might, you know, hopefully last a month or so. So that way I can fit them both in here and, you know, again, like I said, the year of use. And then when I finished that, because I didn't start my Russian in the A5, I actually started it just in a insert. Here's a insert, just a personal insert that I made. And then I went to my A5 because I had it. Then I think I'm going to go to this size, and then I do have a personal size insert that probably has like a good 200 pages, and I'll go to that when I'm done with that. So, you know, it's just, you know, grammar and vocabulary and stuff like that, so it doesn't need to be in anything fancy. So there you go. They're kind of my thoughts for my year no spend, when I actually spent, as you can see, $373.39 during the month of January. But we are doing much better in the month of February, $25. I'll take that 25 any day, because that also means, hence why we are almost done with our final 2 credit cards to pay. So we're just using our finances, or the money that we have from our jobs, so we don't put things on credit. So let me know, are you doing a no spend? I know some people are doing like a month no spend. Let me know how you're going. Let me know, how do you deal with watching videos like mine or other people's where they show you some things that they got that they're doing, and, you know, how do you resist the urge to buy all of the things? Isn't he cute? Okay, so just, yeah, let me know how you deal with that urge to buy all of the things, and maybe someone down below will have some other ways that can help you and help me. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.